What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Thai Lyfe Podcast. And today we have a very special guest. As you all know, and I'm sure you guys know him already, this is Johnny Swag, Mr. One Bead. And I'm excited to have him on is because Johnny is not just a nail artist, but he's also a businessman and a content creator and a family man. And we want to get to know him a little bit more of what he do throughout his daily life and how he achieve all his goal as a nail tech, so that at least we can learn from each other and share with all you guys how it works in the nail industry for each individual. How you doing today, Johnny?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me in your podcast today. I'm very excited.
Well, thanks for being here, man. And I know the one that follows you know you, but I'm sure they don't know you personally. So can you give us a little glimpse about yourself?
Well, I just turned 39. I feel pretty old, but I mean, with age come what? Wisdom and a lot of experience, and that's what I gained, during my time as a nail tech, as business person, and as a father, and also, as what is that? What is that?
Content creator.
Content creator. There you go. Lost track.
The reason why you lost track is because you're busy, man. You have a so before we talk about the now, let's talk about the past a little bit. Like, did you
Okay.
always wanted to do nails, or there's something that you grow up and be like, oh, I want to be a nail tech? I mean, where did the nail? How did you get here? Is the what we wanted to know.
I see. Well, before I was a nail tech, I was actually in the Navy. I was in the Navy for about 8 years. And when I got out of the Navy, I never really thought of becoming a nail tech. I started out as working at the post office. And I didn't like it, man. I was just walking around. It's good to know the city where you live, but it's just something I don't think I can do for like 20 years. And then I decided to be a sheriff. So I passed all my tests, got all my credentials since I was in the Navy. So I got all my credit and everything. And I had to
Nice.
wait for the academy to start. And in the meantime, I wait for the academy. My mom was like, "Why don't you just do nails and make some extra money before you become a sheriff?" And that's how it got me into the nail industry. I went in there, I did pedicure, manicure, and after that, I saw people doing acrylic, and I was like, man, I don't want to touch people's feet all day. Let,
And
let
and
me let me touch their hand all day.
what year was this?
This was probably about 10 years ago, bro.
Wow. And how
Yeah,
how was it like when you walk into the salon and you ask for a job? Like, what was your? Do you have a resume and all that?
I had no resume. I think my resume was because I'm Vietnamese.
Oh, that's pretty much it. Back in the day, as long as you're Vietnamese, you'll get hired.
Yeah, honestly, back then, I mean, even now, most of the nail industry are all Vietnamese people. But we been now we have all different type of races. Now everybody's doing nails.
Which is great.
Yeah, which is great. Now, but the Vietnamese culture has already been grounded. That's what we do. So that's
Correct.
how I got started.
So you got into the nail industry to get yourself into the sheriff career, right? So
Yes.
first of all, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I just want to ask you, how did you went from a sheriff, and then you went into the service, and then so did you stop doing nails for a while or something? Like how did that translate?
Now, when in the process of me trying to become a sheriff, uh I got into nails, right? In the time that I got into nails, I liked it, so I never became a sheriff. I just ever
Gotcha.
since then I just started doing nails ever since.
Nice. Now, well,
Hmm.
you're creative, man. You have the talent. Now, did you from what point in your nail career that you're like, I want to have my own business, and how do you execute that plan?
So, as a nail tech, nail artist, we don't want to work for someone forever. We want to go level up. And
Right.
a level up from being a nail artist, a nail tech, is to have your own place, like your own studio, and then from your studio to your nail salon. So what got me into that is like, man, I'm young. I see a lot of potential myself, and I feel like this is the career for me. It chose me. I feel like the career chose me. So instead of working for people forever, I want to level up myself, and from there I start learning techniques from other people. I see what they can do, and everybody want to level up, but the first thing they need to do is just to move forward. Everybody always say like, "Hey, I want to start. I want to be better," but they never take the initiative to get there in the first place. If you guys really want to do something, the best thing is just forward with your plan.
Amen to that one. Now, were you married at this moment? The moment you own your salon, or you were working by yourself? Like, to talk about your relationship a little bit, because I know your wife is also a nail tech.
Yeah, my wife, she was a nail tech, and she was going to school during the time that we met. She was going to school to be a pharmacist. So after we got married, that's when we opened our salon.
Nice.
hmm
Now, was it hard at first opening up a salon since you
You
guys
know,
like first brand new salon and everything?
bro, honestly, everything is hard at the beginning.
Mm.
But if it's not hard, I wouldn't want it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because through all the hardship, you kind of learn how to get things done easier. Now, if I would have do the same thing I would have done again, it's much easier than how I started because I already know what I need to do. Paperwork, payroll, all kind of stuff. You learn as you go. You can't just say that, oh, I know everything. You don't. As someone who starts a business, you learn as you go. You make a mistake, you correct them, and you get better.
Oh, that's a good one. Now, I what kind of manager are you at the salon? Like, what is your style of management?
Honestly, my style management, first you got to know your tech. You got to know what they're capable of. Every tech has a specialty, something that they do really good. Some are good with nail art, some are good with pedicure, some are good with certain things, and it's up to you as a manager to know your staff, know what they're capable of. Somebody gonna come in and they want something extravagant. You can't just put that to someone that doesn't do that type of work. You have to put that to someone that can do that type of work. Now, when it comes to that, it does hurt certain staff because they come to work early. It's like, okay, I was here first, but how come I can't do that person? You have to learn to explain to them like, you can't do this person because they're what they want. You cannot do that. It might hurt them, but there's certain ways to explain that to make them feel better. Like, hey, this client, she wants something really crazy. I don't think you're up for that yet. So I pass that on to another person while you can wait for your next turn.
So you're just technically looking out for them.
Pretty much, yeah. Because otherwise, if they do it bad or something wrong, client's not gonna like it. They're not gonna want to come back to the salon. And also, you can get bad review, and that kind of hurt your reputation too.
And
I
the
mean,
staff get their feelings hurt too
they
because
do, but like I said, sometimes that's what I mean. Like you have to kind of know them,
exactly.
understand them, get to know what kind of person they are. So when you explain it to them, they kind of feel and understand what you mean, and they know what they're capable of as well. So it's not like you're lying to their face, say, "Hey, you suck," but no, you just letting them know, "Hey, this is something I don't think you can do, but in the future, I'm pretty sure you can. It just takes time."
You guys see how smart Johnny is? This is why I'm so lucky, and we are so lucky to have this guy on our podcast, right? Because this guy, the way he manage is literally like the way I love to manage. He understands people, and he also know how to treat people the right way. And I know you are connected with, like, as a nail tech, you connect with different brands, and you go to these shows. Give some good feedback on what is your thought about going to these shows for the new consumer, like nail techs who are new, and they always have this question like, is it worth the money to go to these convention? What is your thought on that?
Honestly, everybody think like the nail industry is big, but in reality, it's pretty small. and you need to go out and connect with other people, see what other people are capable of. Going to these type of shows is not, it's not just about going there learning, but it's about connecting with other people. Sometimes certain connection can lead you down a different road that you might not never seen it possible before. And honestly, going to these type of trade shows inspire you. It makes you feel inspired because you see so many successful people. You see so many people that do a lot of things, and you're like, man, they're just another person like me. If they can do it, I can do it. And that's how you feel inspired by them. When you inspire, you feel motivated. And when you're motivated, you get things rolling. But once you get things rolling, you just have to be consistent and you have to know your goal and just keep going forward, even on your bad days. Some people give up when things get hard, but you just got to keep going.
I agree, and that's how I met Johnny too. You know, we go to these convention and all that, and we run into each other. And you know, ever since I met Johnny, I actually learned a lot from this dude. Because this dude, he's not just good with his craft, but he's really good with people. He treat everyone so nicely, and I am so blessed to have him as a friend. And so,
Likewise,
John,
man. Likewise.
thank you so much, man. It's just you're an awesome dude, and I love you for that, man. Um, so I know you're busy taking your time out to give us this awesome chat. My question for you is, I know the hardest thing is running a business, right? One business is
Hmm.
super hard. I know you have two of them. I mean, can you give us like your location? What's your salon name? Like, what? Tell us about your business, man.
So my first salon is located in Oxnard, California, and my second location is in Ventura, which is about like 20-30 minutes away from that location. So the goal is to build, like salon closer to my area so I can gather as much people in my area as possible.
Nice. And then, how's your second location going? Is it hard to maneuver both salon, or you got enough helper to get you where you need to be?
I mean, I would say more help would be better, but you just got to roll with the punches and do whatever you have. I mean, not some days, some staff gonna be like, "Hey, I'm tired. I don't want to go to work." And another day, everybody's there, and it's a slow day. So you just gotta learn just to work with what you have. I mean, the second location is doing really good. It's smaller than the first location, so it seems a lot busier, which it is busy, but you just got to take things one at a time. You got to learn that quality over quantity. So the quality is good, they'll always come back. But if the quality is bad, people will not come back for service. And we're in the service industry, so service is always needed.
Absolutely. And how are you like with your customer? Because I know we talked about employee earlier. You treat them great. You understand them. I mean, what is your engagement with your loyalty customer? Because I know all nail tech has customer who they love and they adore, and their friends and families. Tell me about your customers or
Bro,
clients.
I treat my customer like my family, man. They come in, I get them water, mimosa. We serve mimosa all day, every day. So when they come in, I offer them something to drink. If they want to relax, I get them a mimosa, and I just treat them like my friend. They there to pretty much unwind on me, and I'm just there to listen. And I know sometimes they go to work, they have a long day. They sometimes they just want to vent too. I mean, someday I want to vent, and I call you. I'm like, yo, man, I vent a little bit, you vent a little, we both vent, but we treat them like how we want to be treated, and I
Yep.
think that's the best thing that you can do is treat someone like how you would treat yourself. If you treat somebody good, honestly, because it's a service industry, you can suck at nails, right? You can be pretty bad at it, but if your service is good, they will always return, and
I
your
agree.
skills will improve each and every day. You can't get bad. I mean you can't get worse. You can only get better. So,
Absolutely.
and me, I have clients that I've been doing their nails for years, and from the get-go I suck at it, but my service was good. So they stuck with me till now, and then my skill has improved. My nails got better, but they're still dealing with the same person. I mean, I make them do videos with me. I make them have fun with me while they're at the salon. I just make them feel important. That's what they really. that's what they really like.
Nail tech are so special, isn't it? Like we are more than just nail artists. We
Man,
are.
we're everything. I feel like we're therapists at the same time because they're throwing like all kinds of crazy stories and things at us, and we're like,
Dang.
it's all good. You good, girl? You good?
For real. And some of the story we hear is crazy. It's like you'd be surprised, but I'm not surprised anymore.
There are some crazy story, but that's what we're there for. We're let them unwind and give them some bomb nails, and they leave happy. That's what we want.
Now, Johnny, let me ask you this: what advice can you give to the next generation about what you've been through as a nail technician, and now you are an owner, a content creator, a full-time dad? I mean, what advice can you give somebody who's just starting out and they want to be somebody like you one day?
Honestly, I think it takes a lot of discipline and consistency to be where I am. There are days, honestly, I do a lot of paperwork. I feel like I want to give up.
Mm,
Days that I do client, they're pretty complicated. Certain things I can do. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I learned to be disciplined and I learned to be consistent. I show up to work every day. I do things each and every day the same way. And over time, I got better. And
nice.
from all my mistakes, I learned different kind of ways to do things. And as you grow and as you learn, you start to seeing things from a different perspective, and then everything just becomes easier and easier. It doesn't get harder, but we have to go the hard route in order to become who we are. A lot of people tend to give up, and a lot of people always have negative thoughts on themselves, saying that, hey, I can't do this, I can't do that. But honestly, you can do it. You just need to be disciplined enough and consistent enough to do it. You have to have a goal. A lot of people have short-term goals. What you need is a long-term goal, something that push you each and every day. I have my goals. My goals is to support my family, myself, and everybody wants to make money, right, man? Everybody wants to make money. But a lot of people don't understand is money is just a tool, brother. The
Mm-hmm.
ultimate goal is freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate goal is, make good amount of money and then spend a lot of time with your family as you get older. That's the ultimate goal, the freedom that you want. Freedom to have like a day or two off to go hang out with your kids. Those are the type of thing a lot of people don't value. But over time, as I get older, I value those type of stuff.
Amen. There you have it, guys. That's Johnny's swag for you. I'm telling y'all, I would love to have you on again, Johnny, for another chat. And if you guys have any comment below, hit it down in the comment. What topic you guys want us to talk next, and we can get down talk about it. But thank you for taking your time out of dinner, and I'm sure your family's waiting for you in the background. Where's
Yeah, I'm
my?
about to cook some spaghetti right now, brother. But I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm about to cook dinner for the kids. But hey, again, thanks for having me. I always love to have a good chat with you, man. And I love you. You
You.
have a good night and spend some time with your family as well.
All right, man, and thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you again.
All right, brother.
Make sure to go follow him on Instagram, Facebook, I think TikTok, YouTube. He's everywhere. And visit his nail salon for some good service, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good one. Peace. Later,
Hey,
bro. Gotta hit that jam good,